Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Fashion Week at Joyus and of course in New York City. And today we've got a whole host of special guests. Kelly and Michaela, of course, as well as Jason, our chief merchant, the man behind all the amazing products at Joyus and partnering with Kelly and Michaela each and every day. And of course, a very special collaboration and contest to announce with a very special guest, Nigel Barker. Okay, so talking to us from New York Fashion Week is Nigel Barker.
Thanks, Zakinda. Hi, Joyus, and welcome to New York Fashion Week, my favorite date on the fashion calendar.
Okay, Nigel.
Hi, Nigel.
It's so good to have you on the show. And one of the reasons you and I first connected was really all around your vision for women and real beauty and inner and outer confidence.
We're also excited to work with you. Obviously, you are in New York right now, and you have access to working with all these amazing top models and high-end designers. So I'm curious on how you see the community, and particularly designers, embracing this idea of real beauty.
You know, I think the fashion community has embraced the fact that, you know, we need to change the industry up and it can't just be represented on models, but it's not happening quick enough. And for me, I think more needs to be done. But not just by the designers, by the consumers, by people like you and me. We need demand from the brands that represent us, that we want to see people like us in those pictures.
Thank you, Nigel. I love that. I couldn't agree with you more, and we're so excited to have you partnering up with us.
Yes, I'm thrilled. And I just wanted to ask you, how do you relate to the modern woman? You know, we talk about the modern woman here at Joyus all the time, and you epitomize that. You juggle your family, your career. You are a filmmaker and a photographer. You're a TV host, a philanthropist. How do you find that work-life balance?
You know, I'm not 100% sure that I find complete balance, but I certainly do my best. And, you know, I'm not alone. I've got a great team of people who work around me. I'm not a one-man band. And most importantly, I have an incredibly supportive wife who works side by side with me. We've been together for 19 years. We've got 2 extraordinary little children. And a lot of it's about compartmentalizing and focusing. So when I'm with my children, I'm 100% with my kids. I'm not trying to tweet or email about it too much, at least. Of course, nobody's perfect. And at the same time, a lot of it's also about loyalty and about honesty and about trust and about authenticity. Because truly, to be a success, I think people have to really believe you, and you have to be believable. So you've got to be yourself. And I think if you are, then it resonates with everybody and it works.
We would love for you to tell all of our users about this amazing contest and collaboration we're going to run with you this fall.
Ah yes, the contest. Well, this October, one lucky winner is going to be flown to San Francisco, where they're going to get a complete makeover. Now we're talking total glam squad treatment by none other than Kelly Sparks and Michaela South from Joyus, setting you up for a photo shoot with me.
All right, thank you, Nigel. We're also so excited to have you here in the studios with us and one lucky user this fall. Well, Nigel, thank you. We're going to let you get back to the shows, obviously, the whole goal of Fashion Week, to check out what's going on. But before we do, we were researching you on the internet and found an example of a dance on YouTube that's been inspired by you. So we thought we'd ask you, if you would, to share it with us.
You see, my reputation goes before me. You saw it here.
Okay, guys, all of you, do it. Do it. Ooh, all right.
Nigel Barker.
Thanks for being such a good sport.
Zakinda, Joyus, thank you very much for having me on your show. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in October. All the best from Fashion Week.
All right, so just as Nigel's heading into Fashion Week, Jason, you just came back from almost a 48-hour trip from Fashion Week this weekend. So what did you see in the early days?
Well, in the early days of spring Fashion Week, we saw a lot of great pieces on the runway. And but you know, from a color standpoint, it's really bright and beautiful. We've got some jewel tone suedes, complemented with some pastels, really kind of soft blues, and you're going to be seeing a lot of those kind of softer blues and denim. Yeah. Also on the runway shows, saw a lot of geometric prints, which is really going to be, we're going to see a lot of great prints for spring. But one of the great highlights of the trip is that we got to spend a little time with Mara Hoffman at her fashion show.
One of my favorite designers.
And we're also featuring some of her fall pieces at Joyus.
Yeah, I think most are launching this week, or a lot are launching this week.
The shawl.
The
Right.
shawl is
I love the shawl.
The shawl is so
Won't stop
iconic.
wearing.
I know, I'm obsessed with it.
Speaking of Mara Hoffman, here's a couple of great clips from her runway show. We're backstage with Mara Hoffman at New York Fashion Week. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about your line and where your spring inspiration is coming from?
Well, it's bold, it's bright, it's happy. It celebrates diversity, femininity.
Great.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite pieces from your spring line?
Well, I love the beaded rainbow serpents. I think it's kind of a sweet spot for me. There's some amazing tie-dye pieces in there, and of course the prints. They're what we're known for,
Exactly.
and we definitely do not hold out on them this season.
What is your take on the modern woman from your perspective?
Well, I mean, I would consider myself a modern woman. I run a business. I have a 2-year-old. I try and do it all. I think it's about doing everything you do with grace, and when you're doing something, be present for what you're doing.
Well, clearly you're very passionate about what you're doing, and it shows through your line. We're carrying some of your fall pieces, and we love them.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for taking the time with us.
Yeah, of course.
And congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was great.
That was really beautiful. It's
I
actually
love her
even
collection.
more
Very
amazing to
inspiring.
be there in person. We also have a beautiful dress, a printed dress from Mara
Dress that
Hoffman.
you can
this
wear to work, at home, not at home.
You know,
It's too
and
beautiful.
I love Mara Hoffman's use of print and pattern. I mean, she's a genius, right?
week. Right, and she uses color so well in
Yeah.
those prints.
And I know you went backstage with Jouet, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah, so went backstage with the Jouet and Kate Spade collaboration. I met with Neil. He's Jouet's national makeup artist.
Yep.
And got to spend some time talking about makeup. So I really
Yeah.
thought of you when I was there.
I know. So Jouet is one of my favorite beauty brands right now, and we actually partnered up with the collection they created for this fall, and they actually created all the looks for Kate Spade. Love this line, right? Kate Spade, very classic, clean and modern.
All right, so it sounds like we've got Jouet and Kate Spade, as well as new Mara Hoffman pieces, and I know some of our other favorite designers coming to the site this week.
Yeah, this week,
Yeah.
all the Joyous.
Which is our way, of course, making the runway a reality here at Joyus.
Right. And I really do love the idea of making the runway wearable. I mean, you watch these runway shows, like my favorite, Alexander Wang, I watch it all the time, or Marc Jacobs, and you think, how can I make that mine? How can I actually wear those items? And I think the trick is actually to find those key items that speak to you, and maybe you save your pretty pennies, or maybe you find it elsewhere, but you can purchase that and then take something as basic in your wardrobe. So I've got an Alexander Wang skirt and our romance tee, and maybe I put on a basic jacket. So it's taking the runway and making it reality.
I also love that you
and
mix the
making it-
high-low, too.
and high-low, which,
Yeah.
and that's a big trend in fashion, and a big trend this spring is the contrast of things. You know, taking something really soft and beautiful and textured and putting it with something slick and sexy. And that's what Alexander Wang is known for. His fall collection was all about that, and that's what he's going to show this spring too.
So, did I show you my nails?
No. Yes.
So, one of the things I love to do when
have
I
not
mix
seen these
contrast.
nails. Wow.
So, you know, the black and white trend has been really big. And then also, it's all about black and nude and gold. So, I'll show you my nails. Maybe do a close up on them. But so sometimes I'll take something a little bit fun and funky from the runway, and if I don't want to incorporate it into my makeup look or my clothes, nail art is such a fun way to experiment with that.
color,
With color
especially,
too.
right?
And it's, you know, it's understated. I don't do anything crazy. I don't do any like wild designs, but it's still, you know, kind of sophisticated and fun.
Remember you were talking about the Chanel like snowflake glitter on the eyes and how you would incorporate that into reality. How would you do that?
Right. So a big thing for fall was this great Chanel design on the eyes. So they actually created these like glitter sparkles. It looked like snowflakes. And so obviously that's very dramatic and it's perfect for runway.
Who can wear that?
Who can wear that? We're not going to go glue on glitter on our eyelids.
Not snowflakes, at least.
Yeah, right?
You might.
Maybe for a fun party. I mean, I do live in San Francisco, so I'm sure I can get away with it. But I would love to take a eyeliner pencil with a little bit of glitter in it and really work it down into the lash line so it's not over the top and it's still subtle and enough and fun, and you get that look. So there's tons of ways where we can incorporate, especially beauty, and make it, you know, wearable without being like
and
crazy
fashion,
dramatic.
and that you can take something from your closet that you wear every day and put it with one of those runway pieces, and it just tames it down and makes it way more everyday.
So can I just note for the record, you guys should take a look at Kelly's shoes.
Talk
This is, I
about
think, a perfect- I
contrast.
think it's a perfect example of contrast because while you're wearing sort of,
Should I take 'em
well,
off?
yes, please, a basic outfit. Check out these shoes. I've
They're
never seen anything
amazing.
like them. They're Louboutins. But really, the front of it, I
Don't
think,
tell my
speaks
husband.
exactly to what you're talking about, which is just sort of this amazing contrast and texture and high-low.
Yeah.
But of course, you put it all together in a way that we all envy, and you make it look so natural.
Thank
So,
you.
which is
That's so
fantastic.
sweet. Make it yours. That's what I
Okay,
always
so
say.
the red lip, that's Kelly Sparks.
That is
Red
true.
is great for fall too.
But it's important to make it yours, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you've given us some great tips as always for how to do that. So before we wrap up, of course, thanks to Nigel and Jason for joining us this week. And I want to go through again the contest because it's pretty amazing. We've got one night's accommodation and flights to San Francisco round trip. We've got a full styling session head to toe with Kelly and Michaela.
Fun.
All the
Yes.
products to take home that you get styled with. And then, of course, a private fashion shoot with Nigel Barker here in our studios. And probably the photos of a lifetime. I would
Yep.
love to have photos taken like that.
Yes.
So I think it's really an amazing, amazing experience that we're so excited to bring to all of our viewers. And we really hope you'll enter, which you can do right off Joyus. With that, I think we're wrapping up. And all of you guys do the Nigel Barker dance, all right? 1, 2, 3.
I think we have to stand up though.
I'm not standing up in this skirt.
I think it's up and down.
Nigel Barker. Do that, Nigel Barker.